Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and to eat some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare in another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel, where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. That was the gray class we're going to be using throughout the entirety of this gameplay. If you guys would like to go back and pause the video, that way you can try to replicate the class for yourselves, feel free to do so, and I of course will also be talking about the class setup throughout this video. The gameplay is being brought to you by Saucy HD, who is a fantastic player. He is actually a pub stomper slash graphics designer for the Darkness pub stomping clan here on YouTube. So if you guys want to check out either Saucy's channel or Darkness's channel, or even both, I mean, they're both going to be there. Look at the very top of the video description. There'll be links to both of the channels if you guys want to go ahead and give them a look. And I would recommend it if you're a fan of good gameplay, because he's very good, his team's very good. There's definitely going to be a wide variety of great gameplay to choose from there, so go ahead and give those guys a look. So what we got going on here is actually going to be a swap sniper DNA bomb. So we have ourselves an iron sight MORS, we have ourselves a regular Atlas 20mm, and he's basically going to be swapping back and forth between the two of them throughout the entirety of this gameplay. Now, it's not going to be a swap every kill, because I've noticed some instances throughout this gameplay, because of course I preview all the gameplays I use here for DNA Saturday. I did notice some instances throughout this gameplay where he'll get like a kill with the MORS, and then he'll swap to the Atlas, run around for a little bit and not find anybody. Then he'll randomly just swap back to the MORS and kill a guy, and it's like, oh, well, that was technically 2 MORS kills in a row. That wasn't a swap every kill, you know, so it's not every kill, but he does swap between these two particular weapons very frequently throughout the entirety of the video, which is kind of interesting because it's such a contrast, you know. It's already enough of a contrast going from a scoped MORS to a scoped Atlas 20mm, right? Because the scopes are different. These scopes have different scope and animations. It's like that in every Call of Duty. You know, most Call of Duty games have at least two very good snipers that people like to run around with. I'm reminded of the Ballista and the DSR-50. You know, if you used both of them, they're pretty similar, but they have subtle differences. You know, the scope in feels different on the DSR as compared to the Ballista, so it can kind of throw you off jumping between sniper rifles. Well, here in Advanced Warfare, the MORS and the Atlas are very different. The Atlas feels like you're freaking aiming an RPG at people. Like, it's just so odd looking. So it can definitely be weird. And to kind of take away the scope element of the MORS and just make it so it's an iron sight, that's definitely just one more element to it, I suppose. It's definitely a very unique DNA bomb, and that's why we're actually featuring it. That, and there was actually a very limited number of DNA bombs actually submitted this week. So much so that I'm worried that the show may not be able to continue, which sounds terrible to some of you guys, I'm sure. But really, just looking at the numbers of submissions that we've had over the past couple of weeks, it's been very, very low. And you guys may be wondering, well, how low is low? I'm talking like there was 5 submissions this week. Like, there was not a lot of submissions for DNA Saturday this week. There were some that were repeats that people send in every single week, which is, I think, what people really kind of need to understand about DNA Saturday. If you send in your DNA bomb one week and it doesn't get featured, feel free to send it in multiple weeks, because maybe I wanted to feature it that week, but there was just 2 other DNA bombs that were already, you know, maybe just a little bit better. I think that's something that people don't do. So there's probably a wide list of DNA bombs out there that people would like to submit, but they probably already assumed, oh, he doesn't want to use it. He doesn't think it's good enough. It's just, no, if you didn't get featured that week, chances are there was just other DNA bombs that I think were better for that particular week. Maybe they fit a certain theme for that week, or maybe I just wanted to talk about that certain gun, so I wanted to use it there. So I don't know, there was just only 5 brand new submissions this week, and that was definitely kind of rough to go through, because I was like, wow, man, there's only 5 of them. I'm hoping the DNA Saturday actually lasts all the way until Black Ops 3. If not, we can end the series early. I mean, but I think people want to see the series, obviously, since you guys are watching the gameplay right now. You guys are showed up here for DNA Saturday, so I assume you guys want the series to continue. So hopefully we can get some more submissions sent in, and we can actually get this thing going all the way until November, when Black Ops 3 actually makes its launch, at which point we will start up a new series. Not sure what that series is going to be just yet, because of course there's no like big kill streak in that game besides the nuclear medal, so I have to see what we're going to be doing with that. But yeah, I'd like for DNA Saturday to continue all the way up through November. It's just a matter of, can we get to submissions? You know, can we get to submissions? We're definitely gonna have to see about that. Let's talk about the Craig class. As he's running around here trying to escape death from that guy right here, he's about to get into a jump fight. Watch this jumping battle. He ends up actually getting the guy that has the XMGs right there. I'm like, God, this is why I just suck at Advanced Warfare for the most part. It's like, I am not good at that jump and aim kind of stuff. Like, I see so many instances throughout gameplays on DNA Saturday where they kind of get into like a jump battle, or they jump and like get the advantage from somebody. It's like jump and aim. It's just so hard to do when you don't have a scuff controller. And it's like, ah, man, this guy is just way better at aiming than I am. That's one of the reasons why I think I haven't seen as much success in Advanced Warfare as I have in previous Call of Duty games. That could be for a number of reasons, I suppose. Let's actually start talking about this create class here, because I'm sure you guys are interested in a double sniper create class. He's using the MORS as his primary. He's using the iron sights along with the adjustable stock, right? So basically, he wants to be aiming down sights often with this thing. He's got the adjustable stock on there because it's an adjustable stock. It makes things a little bit easier. Then he has an Atlas 20mm with the ballistic scope, which the ballistic CPU is pretty nice because it actually makes it so it doesn't sway as much, which is my biggest problem, honestly, with the Atlas, is the sway on the thing and the way the scope and animation feels weird. Like, you spend so much time getting used to the MORS scope and you switch over to the Atlas, it just feels odd. And the ballistic CPU, if you actually get the kills to unlock that, is going to make it feel a little bit better. In terms of perks, we have lightweight to move around faster. I mean, that's just personal preference, really. I mean, you could probably go with something a bit more conservative, something like low profile if you would like to, or just maybe flak jacket, anything, but he prefers the extra movement speed. In a game like Team Deathmatch, where you're constantly swapping back and forth between ends of the map, depending on how the spawns are going for you that game, it's probably okay to use lightweight. In terms of perk 2, he's got fast hands. I mean, if you're going to be swapping almost every single kill like he is in this gameplay, you're going to be wanting to use fast hands. And for perk 3, he's got scavenger, which, you know, do you really need scavenger on 2 sniper rifles? Probably not, but that's what he's rocking, and he ends up doing pretty well as a result. He's also using 2 stun grenades, but I don't believe they actually play a factor in this DNA bomb whatsoever. I've actually seen this DNA bomb a couple of times already, because of course, again, I preview all of these things before I actually feature them here on the show, so I don't believe he actually uses his stunts for anything, so they're just kind of like an added part of the class. So if you guys would like to overkill a sniper, it's definitely good fun. I have done it, believe it or not. I have overkilled snipers just to try it, but it's definitely a challenge. Like, if you're somebody that already kind of struggles with one sniper, adding in the extra challenge of swapping between 2 of them throughout the entirety of the game can definitely be pretty difficult. But then again, that's why it's a challenge. You know, if you want to challenge yourself, especially here in like the late stages of Advanced Warfare, perhaps you are still playing the game pretty frequently. I know I'm not. I'm open to admit that. I haven't been playing a lot of Advanced Warfare lately because we're so close to Black Ops 3. But if you're somebody that still is playing Advanced Warfare and you're looking to kind of enjoy yourself a little bit more, go for some challenges like that. Overkill 2 different sniper rifles and swap after every time you get a kill and see if you can go positive, see if you can get a good gameplay with it, see if you can get a good score, see if you can lead the lobby, little things like that. Right here, he's going to get into a jumping battle, and he actually picks up the DNA bomb, just like I mentioned earlier. Like, there's no way I would have done that. Like, I never think to like jump in that way in Advanced Warfare. I always just try to stay on the ground and try and pick up the kill, which I think, again, is one of the big reasons why I didn't really succeed that much when playing Advanced Warfare. It's definitely the old adapt or die kind of situation with Advanced Warfare. There's a lot of people that adapted, and you can look at Saucy here as one of those people that really adapted to the new mobility that we had in Advanced Warfare, and he's really thrived as a result. You can definitely see the fruits of that over on his YouTube channel. But right there, we see the final score, 34 kills, along with 0 deaths, and his friend in there was 35-4 as well. So between the 2 of them, they ended up getting 69 of the 100 kills for their team, so they definitely did a lot of work right there. And of course, picked up the DNA bomb while swapping between 2 separate sniper rifles. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel he deserves. And if you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, simply watch the video that's on your screen right now. It'll teach you everything you would ever want to know, and to go view that video, all you need to do is click the annotation on your screen or click the link at the very bottom of the video description. That video will teach you everything you would ever want to know about submitting your stuff for DNA Saturday. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out Mr. Saucy HD, you can do so by clicking the annotation on your screen or by clicking the link to his channel down there in the video description. Now again, he is part of the Darkness Pub Stomping team, so you're probably going to think, yeah, he's a very good player. Over there on his YouTube channel, he does have some DNA bombs, but by no means do DNA bombs kind of define his channel. Like, a lot of people that are on DNA Saturday, I think DNA bombs kind of like define their channel. Like, oh, they're a great gameplay channel. He does a lot of news videos, he does weekly Q&As, he does a lot of supply drop opening videos. I'm seeing here he's doing blindfolded supply drop opening videos with reactions and stuff like that. Like, he does a lot of interesting and new twists on things over there on his YouTube channel, so I definitely recommend giving him a look. If you guys want to check him out, again, click the annotation on your screen or click the link to his channel at the very top of the video description. He has just under 2,000 subscribers at the time of this video actually going up, so I definitely recommend going over there and giving him a look, because if almost 2,000 people like his channel, maybe you guys will as well. So go ahead and give him a look. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.